Hello, welcome to our assembly. It's Friday and we've been talking about being healthy and being fit. We've been doing lots of stuff in PE. It's been great to see lots of people skipping, and really well done to those children in year one who I saw who were skipping for a full 20 seconds, because when you're just learning, that's really, really hard. So well done to everybody in Rabbit's class. I really enjoyed being in your PE lesson the other day. So what we're going to do today is we're going to do a little bit of a quiz to talk about the different reasons why we keep active and why we keep moving. So the first thing to do is to have a quick session in class with your teacher where you will put your hands up and say all the different types of exercise that you do when you're not in school. Okay, so it might be you go walking, you go running, I don't know. You tell your teacher, tell everybody else. Put your hands up now, don't shout it out. Pause the video while we wait down so you can hear. Off you go. Right. Well done, guys. I wonder, let's see. Put your hand up if you said walking or running. What about if you said cycling? What about if you play football or netball or hockey? Put your hand up if you do any of those things. What about if there's other things that you do? You might fly a kite. You might go skateboarding or scooting or all sorts of other things. So loads of different things. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to do a quiz. And because we're doing this remotely, it's difficult for you guys to tell me the answers. So we're going to see if we can do the answers like this. So I'm going to give you 4 suggestions: A, B, C, and D. If it's A, if you think the answer is A, put your hands on your head. If you think the answer is B, then you fold your arms. If you think the answer is C, shoulders. If you think the answer is D, hands on your knees. I know you can't see my hands, but they're on my knees. Okay, so remember, A, B, C, D. A, B, C, D. So that's how you're going to give me the answers. Okay, so I've got a question for you. I'm going to give you 4 answers, and you've got to do the action that goes with A, B, C, or D. So how many days in the week, or 7 days in the week, how many days in the week should you try to do some kind of physical activity? Is it 1 day a week, 5 days a week, 7 days a week, or 3 days a week? Do it now. Show me the answer. And everybody should have hands on the shoulders for 7 days a week. We should try and do some kind of physical activity every day of the week. Now, I know that I've been outside on the playgrounds and you're all playing games and doing all these wonderful things, running around at playtimes, which is great. You need to do that when you're at home as well. Lots of running around, lots of activity. Okay, next question. What sort of exercise should you do? So I'm going to give you 4 choices again, remember? So A is swimming, B is running, C is football, D, any, as long as it's exercise. Tell me which you think is the right answer now. Now, I'm hoping you've all got your hands on your knees, because that's right. It doesn't matter what kind of exercise you do. If you do swimming and you've got your hands on your head, fantastic, well done, that is amazing. If you go running and you're folding your arms, brilliant, well done. That is really, really cool, gets you really fit. If you play football, you've got your hands on your shoulders, well done. That's a really good team sport. But actually, it doesn't matter. You could play frisbee in the park. You could go for long walks. You could play basketball in the garden. There's loads and loads and loads of things that you could do. Anything so long as you keep active and keep moving. Okay, right, so that's exercise. So let's think about other activities, because sport, PE, that's a kind of exercise that we do to keep the heart going. So let's think about other activities. So what type of activities should you do? 4 choices again, think again. So should you watch TV? Should you lie on your bed? Should you play on the computer? Or should you do anything that gets the whole body moving? That's right, we need to get the whole body moving as much as possible. So yes, it's okay to watch TV, it's okay to lie on your bed, but actually we need to get as much exercise as we can do. So as many muscles as you can. So it might be that you do lots of movement with your arms. It might be that you don't run very far or you don't run for a very long way, but that's okay because you're trying your hardest. And the important thing about that one is that you always try your hardest with the exercise. You might not be the fastest runner. You might not be as fast as Mo Farah. You might not play for the England football team, but that's okay so long as you try your hardest and you enjoy it. Okay, we've got 2 more questions. Okay. Question, what are we on for? How should you feel after exercising? So 4 choices again. Okay, should you feel absolutely exhausted, so tired that you can't stand up? Should you feel fine, bring on some more? Should you feel a bit out of breath, but able to recover? Should you feel like eating a huge meal and several bars of chocolate? Right, so the correct answer then is C. You shouldn't feel too relaxed because it means the exercise isn't hard enough, but you shouldn't feel absolutely exhausted either. Sometimes we do, but most of the time when we do some exercise, you should feel like you've done some work, like you've had a good run around, but actually you recover quite quickly. That way you know it's the right amount of exercise for you. Okay, final question. Why do we do this? Why do we do this? Is it, so 4 choices again, okay. Do we do all this exercise to get better hearing? Do we do this exercise to get big muscles? Do we do this exercise to keep ourselves healthy and to make sure that we are healthy and live well? Do we do these exercises to get a bigger brain? Okay, and hopefully you've all said to stay healthy, stay fit and well, and to make sure that we're well, so we get a healthy heart, healthy lungs, and that we can stay well. Now, if you exercise regularly, it means that we don't have so many health problems. People who exercise more regularly don't get poorly as much because they're already fit and healthy and their body can kind of fight off illness. And it doesn't have to be just one type of activity. We've talked about lots of different things. You don't have to just go on a bike ride. You could do a bike ride one day. You could do an online aerobics class the next day. You could do yoga. You could do swimming the next day. There's loads of different things. You don't have to stick to just one sort of thing. So the other thing that exercise is really, really good for is it makes you feel good as well. Not just in your body, but in your mind. It helps us think more clearly. And after you've exercised, you actually feel happier. So happiness and health are really closely linked. So Christians believe that God created human beings in body and mind and spirit. And Psalm 139 celebrates this and the amazing job that God has done with us. And there's a paraphrase of a verse from Psalm 139 that says, "I praise you for the wonderful way you made me. Your ways are strange and wonderful. I know this with all my heart." So Christians, when they say thank you to God, say thank you for making the body in the way that we have it so that we can do all these wonderful things. Okay, so let's have a think. Our bodies are amazing. Our bodies are absolutely incredible. So we need to keep ourselves healthy. We're actually responsible for our bodies and looking after them so that we can enjoy life. If you're not healthy, it's harder to enjoy life. But it doesn't matter whether you use a wheelchair to get around. It doesn't matter whether you can only run a short way. It doesn't matter whether you've got one leg or you can't see very well. You can still do all sorts of wonderful things. You've still got lots and lots of options. And we've got a responsibility to do the best we can with the bodies that we've got. So think about how we use exercise to keep ourselves healthy and happy. We might enjoy lots of sports, or maybe just 1 or 2. Exercise takes all sorts of different forms. It doesn't matter what we choose, it's up to us to find something we enjoy doing. So maybe we could do more walking, either to school or with our families. Maybe we could do more running. Maybe we could cycle faster. So let's think about how healthy exercise bodies can help stimulate and help our mind so we learn better as well. So take a moment to be grateful for the way that we're created. Be grateful, be thankful for our amazing bodies and that we've got so many gifts and abilities, and help us to appreciate this every day. So all that we can do to keep ourselves healthy. Okay, I hope you have a lovely weekend, guys. I will see you all soon. Bye-bye.